Tom Barack, which is ironic, is the chairman of Trump's inauguration committee. So, they were asking him about Kanye West and was he invited to perform? What was the deal with Kanye?
People have now said Kanye would maybe want to perform. Will he?
No, we haven't asked him. I mean, he's been great. He considers himself a friend of the president-elect, but it's not the venue. The venue we have for entertainment is filled out. It's perfect. It's going to be typically and traditionally American, and Kanye is a great guy. We just haven't asked him to perform.
He's a great guy, but he's not typically traditionally American.
Typically Kanye West. You just knew where the bends. You just
what?
knew
I
where the bends.
I did not understand that.
Typically, I want to hear that again. Typically, traditionally
American.
I'm writing it down.
What does that mean?
Oh, you know what it means. Typically, traditionally American. Make America great again. You know the ones where black people didn't perform where they wasn't supposed to.
So typically, it's for white people, whites only.
Yeah. Typically, traditionally
It
American.
sounds so nice.
And not rap and not hip hop. Because Chrisette Michele will be there.
Facts.
Right?
That's really what it is.
You got to remember, hip hop is an extension of the black nationalist movement. Never forget that.
Yeah.
Never forget that.
Chrisette Michele. We just lost one.
We lost one.
Get it?
Another one.
Hey, by the way, Laura, while you're talking about the inauguration,
You don't want to talk about typically traditionally American anymore?
Yeah.
No, we can. I mean, it's,
And he said
it's disgusting.
Yes, Shawnee culture.
he considers himself a friend of the president.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's a slap in the face.
Wait, he said that? He said he considers himself a friend
He
of
said, and he considers himself a friend of the president.
Kanye West considers himself a friend.
He
That
didn't
doesn't
say
mean-
we consider him a friend.
Absolutely
he-
not.
He's not a friend. Not of ours. But he, considers himself a friend of ours. So.
Wow, you're right. There is so much in there. They make it sound like Kanye wants to. Also say that he considers himself a friend. And also implies that he's not traditionally American. It's a lot in there.
It's a lot.
I'm here for it. I love it.
Yep.
Well, you want to keep it real. You want to be able to let's just get it all out here.
Not only that, but I keep telling y'all, you're running up there having meetings. Oh, it's time for us to have open dialogue. And it's time for us to build bridges. Why is it always time for us? Why do we, the black, brown, poor, oppressed, the women, always have to take the high road and do the bridge building? How come someone else isn't doing the bridge building? Come over and see other people.
They don't care, though.
I know this, which is why I don't believe that people should be going to his building and meeting with him. If you really want to meet Donald Trump and he's serious.
Stop saying this nonsense again. I'm going to get upset. That to wait till he's president and then go have the meeting. Ebro, shut up.
If he's serious.
He's not serious, though, so you don't have to stop entertaining him.
But that's my point.
But also,
so why does that make you upset? But that's the point. He's not going to invite you. He's using you for a press moment. And he's not taking you seriously. If he was serious, you would be on his schedule at his job.
And he already proved that he doesn't want to come to you. Remember Martin Luther King Jr. III invited him to his father's gravesite.
I know.
And he was like, nah, I can't.
But that's
come
my point.
see me
That's
at
why
your
I keep
house.
saying
and
that.
I just from the beginning, this was always a ridiculous dog and pony show. And it's truly embarrassing. But I have learned, it has confirmed people. It's interesting if you let's really stop for a second. And let's talk about who went up there. And let's talk about what we really thought of those people beforehand.
All right, so we got Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis. He is, besides known for being a football player who's a tremendous linebacker who pretended to be religious and like this spiritual leader of the team when he was really all about himself, let's be honest. Also, sat by while a friend of his killed someone and would not cooperate with the police when they blatantly... And he burned his clothes. He burned his clothing, didn't get convicted, but everyone knew Ray Lewis was around a murder
Implicit.
during the Super Bowl weekend in 2000, whatever that was. Then you have Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
Who can't read?
Floyd Mayweather, who's convicted of beating women, who is all he does is. I'm sorry, that's a fact.
No, that's a fact. Okay,
He's
yeah,
convicted
it
of beating women. His number one priority in life, the only thing he props up at all is money. That's the
all it
only
is.
thing he stands for is money. And when push comes to shove, you want to talk about absolutely being a man and a hero, is going to end his career at 49-0 because he's too scared to take one last fight against someone who's actually good. He'd rather end his career as a 49-0 coward than a 50-0 man or a 49-1 man.
Okay.
Because he doesn't want to fight Triple G.
Okay.
So he's not going to fight Triple G. He's going to end his career.
Kanye West.
My lord.
Kanye West. Well, Kanye is one of the greatest artists of all time. I absolutely love his music. However, he has currently lost his mind. He is absolutely deranged. We all agree he's deranged. and for everything we ever thought about Kanye from a moral standpoint, what he made us feel in college, a dropout, late registration, when push came to shove, he fulfilled his dreams of marrying into reality television and becoming just someone who's a constant advertisement. Who, let's be honest, also has been desperately kissing the ass of the white fashion world for the last 5 years. Please accept me into your fashion world, please. I have to break down these doors. It's so important. Really, are those doors that important?
Don King.
Don King. Well, Don King has murdered a human being also. Murdered another human being.
Yes.
He also waves around flags pretending to be a patriot when all he stands for is money and ripping people off, stealing money from people, from poor people of color, while they break their back in the boxing ring.
Steve Harvey.
Well, I'm not going to go too deep into the Steve Harvey land. I don't think that's my place to do because he is beloved by certain people, but I always thought Steve Harvey's...
I never liked to say it. I like him as a person. I never liked what he stood for because he always took a dump on hip-hop. He never liked hip-hop. Ever, never, ever.
I just thought
never.
His gimmick was always offensive to me. I think Steve Harvey's gimmick preys on the religious middle America, who a lot of people who don't necessarily, who have a certain belief, and he taps into those beliefs that he knows they have, and he wins more. He was just never my cup of tea. It was just that's all.
Martin Luther King Jr. III.
What, I don't know. You tell me about Martin Luther King Jr.
I mean, he's done a lot of work, but he's actually never actually made the level of impact that he wanted to because he always lived in his father's shadow.
But did he ever really do a lot?
He worked for the SCLC, did a lot of work. He was on a lot of things, but he never actually reached what he wanted. And it's unfair because his father's so great. It's unfair to compare him to his father.
If your last name is King, and not because your dad's Rodney, but because it's Martin Luther getting on the board of different things that's not necessarily telling, right?
But he made efforts. And Jim Brown also went to meet Donald Trump.
That one I can't explain.
And he absolutely has been active in the community.
Well, however,
for a long time.
I mean, let's also not lie about Jim Brown. Great, had wonderful moments of advocacy. Has a checkered past as well.
Yes, he does have a checkered past.
He has done some things that are not wonderful as well. My point is, we just learned about a lot of people. Now, obviously, this is just people we care about because they're people that we expected more from. I'm not putting them on the level of...
I don't know if I expected more from them. I wasn't...
Yeah, maybe that was the mistake.
I wasn't expecting more from them. I was just surprised. I was surprised that you guys took a meeting with someone that you know is going to be a dead end. And did it for a Dog and Boney show and got played. And then after, that was my biggest issue. It's not even a meeting per se. It's the fact that it was you get to walk off the elevator. Every single meeting was you walking off the elevator and then saying, oh, no, the meeting was great.
Right.
I think Donald Trump, and promoting on behalf of him. Donald Trump has never said anything. He let them say it. What do you have to say about the meetings, bro? Like, what were the meetings really about, and why were you having the meetings? Donald Trump never gets in front of the cameras and goes, I met with them because here is my end game and what we're trying to do here. He lets them promote on his behalf, which is suspect to me.
Then they hug, shake hands, whatever, and that's that.
And it's a photo op.
It is. It's a.
You could have
for
private
press.
meetings, phone calls, and all types of things. It doesn't have to be in the lobby of your building. And tomorrow, that will be our president. I said it.
I feel weird now, too, though. Because
I said it. You didn't even give me credit.
You said our president.
I said our president.
That's right. Because you got to own it. We're not going to sit here and pretend. Stop saying to people, other people will keep going, not my president. Wrong. It's your president.
If you're an American citizen.
If you're an
Whether you
American.
like it
Now,
or not,
Shawnee
it
might
is.
be able to say it because Shawnee never voted. So, Shawnee.
He is the president of the United States.
But you
of America.
Of America. You didn't vote. So, but I'm not knocking you for it, by the way. I'm saying that is fact.
We, the citizens, he's our president.
He's our president, and we have to deal with that. So let's own that. And also, I feel a little weird because if I was listening right now and I heard a white guy attacking a series of one-time black heroes.
Yeah, I thought about that.
It sounds crazy.
It's touchy.
It's very touchy. And let me be clear. Well, Rosenberg, why are you not attacking the white people who meet with Donald Trump? Well, those people we already knew. Those people we already knew were disgusting. Also, I don't even know who they are. Like, what? Look at the white stars he's gotten. It's only B-list trash. Right? So, like, the reason that some of these stars we just mentioned are shocking is because some of them are so important. Kanye West is an icon. Floyd Mayweather, love him or hate him, icon. Steve Harvey reaches more people through his mediums than almost anyone in the media in the world. The only white guy the guy has gotten is Chachi. Okay?
Scott Baio.
He's got 3 doors
Baio.
down. So I already knew that those people were trash. So just to be clear, because I was thinking about that as I'm saying, it's like, well, it's weird to hear a white guy just being like, let me tell you why this black guy failed. But I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. The hurt, every time I saw it, I was like, really? This is what we're doing? So, thanks, Ebro. Why'd you bring this up? Now I'm depressed.
Because tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow at noon. We will watch it happen.
Are we gonna play? Do you like my idea of playing the whole country playing "My President Is Black" at 11:55?
No.
Just the last 5 minutes.
No, because just like you said earlier on the show,
Yeah, you
Rip the
just-
Band-Aid off.
Yeah, you just argued about that
the
earlier.
Obama legacy is over. It's done. It's done.
You were complaining about the videos.
Hold
watching
this.
Michelle
Hold
walk
this.
around.
Hold this.
Always.
Hug this. Smell it.
Yeah, Michelle was mean. Michelle didn't need to post that video of them walking around the White House with the dogs yesterday. I'm like, this is this is how I quit.
You're
it.
just making it hurt more.
The Obamas leaving the White House. Guys, if you're out there and you've ever dropped your kids off with someone, like with your parents, and you're leaving the kids for the weekend, and mom keeps coming back and kissing the kids goodbye, no, you just gotta leave. Close the door and leave, because we're gonna keep crying if you stay. We need to move on.